सत्संग. Everyone has got the bead bag. Beads है सगळ्यांनी आणलं नाही. Okay, so today we will discuss on. Today is a very auspicious day actually. Today is the appearance day of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is the Guru Maharaj of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So today is very auspicious day. So today's uh, program will have in two parts. First, we'll speak a little bit on holy name, and then the second part will speak on Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. What is his life and what we can learn from his life. Thank you, Prabhu. So today we'll discuss from a shloka on holy name from Padma Puran. So this shloka is there in Padma Puran, and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had given a reference of this in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So this is very powerful shloka which speaks about the glories of holy name, the chanting what we do, right? So first we will recite this, then I will tell the meaning of it, and then we will recite it two more times. Okay. Naam Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvam Nami Namino. What it says is Naam Chintamani Krishna, the first line. It says that the names of Krishna are Chintamani. So, in this entire shloka, there are 6 qualities of holy names which have been told to us. When we are using something, we should know the importance of that thing. We should know what it is. If we know what it is, then we will be using it properly, right? So this entire shloka speaks about 6 properties or 6 glories of holy name. The first one is Chintamani. Chintamani means what? Wish fulfilling. Whatever wish we have, holy name can fulfill that. The second one, if you see the second line, it is said Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. So this holy name is Chaitanya. Chaitanya means full of life. And Rasa Vigraha, it is full of rasa. We all want some rasa in life. So these holy names are full of rasa. This is the third quality, rasa. The fourth one is Purna Shuddha. Holy names are all Shuddha. It's all very pure. And Nitya Mukta. It's all Mukta. We all want to be Mukt from this world. So holy name are Mukta. So we associate with holy name, we also will become Mukta. Right? And then the last line, Abhinatvam, Abhinna. It is not different from Namino. Namino is who? Krishna, whose names are Nama. So Hare Krishna mantra is about Krishna. So this Hare Krishna mantra is non-different than Krishna. His energy of Krishna is there in these names of his holy name. So these are the 6 properties of holy name, the 6 gunas of holy name. So today we will discuss only two, the first two, because they are very much in detail, right? So today we will discuss on the first property of holy name, which is Chintamani, and the second one is Chaitanya, right? So we'll try to understand what we can, how we can use this properties of holy name in our daily sadhana. We all are chanting. Is there anyone over here who is not chanting every day? How many of you are chanting every day? Whatever number of rounds, every single day, not missing one day. सूरज नहीं उगा तो भी चलेगा, but जपा होना चाहिए, right? That should be the commitment. Then Krishna will consider us serious. Otherwise, we are also like the 1.4 crore billion whatever 140 crore Hindus. फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, right? We are not just like that. We should do something. We should do some sadhana. There should be some sadhana in our life. There's no sadhana, then we are not sadhaka. We are just like any other person, right? So sadhana is very important. Those who are not chanting every day, I request them, please start chanting every day. Whatever number of rounds, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, come to 16 rounds slowly. There should be something in life I stand for, right? End of it, Christians have something called Judgment Day. सुना है आपने कभी? When they die, they go on top. Then the Judgment Day, they all stand in front of whichever God they follow. Then they are judged. Okay, what you did in your life? आई डिड दिस, आई डिड दिस, जजमेंट डे। हमको भी ऐसा रहता है क्या? जजमेंट डे रहता है। हमारा जजमेंट डे नहीं रहता है, हमारा डायरेक्ट उबालने का डे रहता है। They fry us directly, right? So when that time comes, we should be having at least something in our account, right? So this life is very, very rare. We don't, human life is very rare. In human life, we have got this association of Krishna conscious devotees that is even more rare, very rare. We will not get it anywhere. You read Bhagavad Gita, you will not understand what is the meaning of it. Really. Somewhere after, when someone tells you the sar or the essence of that is chanting Hare Krishna, oh, then you will realize. Right? Otherwise, we have so much knowledge. Who cares for our knowledge? Nowadays, all so much knowledge is available on internet. Who cares for our knowledge? Ultimately, what is important is what sadhana we do, how we are practicing that knowledge, whatever little knowledge we have. Right? So that's why in ISKCON we always tell sadhana is very important. Practice is important. We are not here for a feel good factor. I go to temple. So what? Do you practice it? Right? So we have to practice. Right? And the first practice in bhakti is japa. Chanting is the first practice. You chant 2 rounds, 4 rounds, 10 rounds, 16 rounds every day. Every day you should be chanting, not like Sunday to Sunday. Right? So try to come to that level. So today we will discuss this. Today's topic is going to be little heavy. I'm okay if some of y'all go to sleep. I can see already some of y'all sleeping. Today's topic is going to be heavy, right? But this is important because that will make us know what fortune we have got. That Hare Krishna mantra that I'm chanting every day in my house, how powerful it is. It's very powerful. This sloka is there in Padma Puran. This is no ordinary place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself recited this in Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is no ordinary thing. And now, when we will see all this, we'll discuss whatever for coming half an hour. We will see the glories of holy name, and we have got that fortune of chanting this Hare Krishna every day. What is so? We sometimes even don't realize. So what? I'm chanting Hare Krishna 16 rounds. So many of y'all are 16 rounders, right? So after this, we will realize what is that we have got, and then we will value it more because I know what it is, what it can give me. Okay. So now that we know this, what is the meaning of all these words? These all words, six main words are Chaitanya, Chintamani, Chaitanya, Rasa, then Purna Shuddho, Nitya Mukta, and Abhinnatvam. These are the six qualities of holy name. So now we will recite this again. I want you all to at least memorize the first two lines of this sloka. It's very easy. There is nothing very difficult in this Sanskrit part, right? So we will recite it again. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. You'll be able to remember these two lines? Easy है ना? नाम चिंतामणि कृष्णा. किसी फ्रेंड का नाम भी रहेगा चिंतामणि तेरे, है कि नहीं? Simple है. Try to connect it to daily life. Naam. Every day I chant Naam. Chintamani Krishna. Three words only you have to remember. I'll tell you why you have to remember at the end of it. And then Chaitanya. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Simple, only six words. I am not going only in the second and third and fourth line. If I go third and fourth line, you will go in auto mode. Ah, Sanskrit चल रहा है कुछ तो. Simple है. नाम चिंतामणि कृष्णा चैतन्य रस विग्रह. Keep life simple. Take what you can. Don't feel one day I will read all the Puranas and then nothing will happen. नहीं आने वाला वो दिन. Keep life simple, right? Take what we can chew and bite that. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. We'll discuss only on these two lines today. That's it. Okay. So first quality of name is it is Chintamani. Now Shastra speaks about Chintamani. We have seen in movies also. There is one Chintamani stone. Whatever you ask that stone, you will get that. Or there are Chintamani stone. If you touch that, it will turn to. If you touch that Chintamani stone to a metal, that metal will turn to what? Gold is less now. Silver has become more expensive now. Silver, right? So I don't know. I have never seen such stone, but shastras and so many places it is said there is a stone. You touch that stone to something, it will turn to gold. It is called parasmani. Other it's called Chintamani also, right? So this is on the material platform that there is a Chintamani which will fulfill all your desires, which will convert everything to gold. But in Shastras, that Chintamani reference is given that Krishna's names are Chintamani. And why Krishna's names are called as Chintamani? Because Krishna's names have the power of transforming our consciousness. It is easy to transform metal into gold. It is still a metal, correct? But if I can transform someone's chetana, someone's habit, someone's consciousness to good habits, then it is something which is very, very good. Then it is really paras. So the names of the Lord are so powerful that it has an ability to transform our consciousness, our chetana, right? And it is said when we chant Hare Krishna, what we are doing, we are not just repeating a sound. Someone will say, what is this? Hare Krishna Ram, तीन ही तो शब्द है. 16 माला जब अब हम जप करते हैं, how many times we take the names of the Lord total? Around approximately 25,000 times. So if we chant 16 round, 25,000 times we are taking the names of the Lord, Hare Krishna and Ram, all put together. So someone will say, Hare Krishna Ram, ये तीन ही शब्द है, उसी को दोहराना है 25,000 times. But Shastras are saying this is just not repeating of sound. You see this next line. What it is saying? When I'm chanting Hare Krishna, what is happening? I'm touching pure consciousness, Krishna. I'm coming in association with Krishna. Correct? If I take some politician's name, I don't know any politician's name, what will come to your mind? That politician's face will come to your mind. उसके सारे स्कैम्स याद आ जाएंगे, उसने क्या क्या गड़बड़ किया याद आ जाएंगे, उसने क्या क्या बोला याद आ जाएंगे. यू आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? Moment you take someone's name, you get to know all his behavior. Whatever you know, it will come in your mind. Similarly, when we take Krishna's names, even we don't know much about Krishna, those words are so powerful, our chetana starts transforming. We become peaceful, we become more spiritual, we become of a chetana that I want to know beyond this material world, just by taking the names of Krishna. That is the power of words. You might not know, a small child might not know what is fire. He will feel, oh nice, blue color का कुछ जल रहा है गैस के ऊपर, he will try and touch it, right? And fire also will not say that, oh, he's a small child, he doesn't know me, let me not burn him. Fire will burn him because that's his nature. Similarly, it is the nature of Hare Krishna Mahamantra to purify anyone who takes it. But you will say, I am chanting for last 10 years, कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. We will see. We will see ahead why that कुछ हुआ नहीं. Right? So when I'm chanting Hare Krishna, don't feel it is just repeating some name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. वही नाम रोज लेना है. अभी नया फिल्म, अभी तो पुराने क्रिकेटर भी चले गए, नए क्रिकेटर आ गए और हम वही हरे कृष्णा राम उसी को लेके बैठे हैं. कुछ नया दो यार, give me something new. But it is just not named. You're trying to purify yourself. Purification चल रहा है. We are breathing oxygen or not? And we are living. हम बोल सकते हैं कि हाँ 40 साल से ऑक्सीजन ही ब्रीथ कर रहा हूँ, अभी थोड़ा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ब्रीथ करता हूँ. मर जाओगे, यू विल डाई. वो नया 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 कुछ करने के इसमें बॉडी रिक्वायर्स ऑक्सीजन, इट डजंट रिक्वायर नाइट्रोजन और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. Similarly, soul requires Krishna. It is not up to me saying that I want something new every time. Every time नया शॉट देखना है हमको, नया मूवी देखना है, सब कुछ नया चाहिए, नए कपड़े, सब नए. And that consciousness also has become like that. I want something new. That's why nowadays they search for new life partner also. थक जाते हैं 4-5 साल के बाद. That's a trend, right? So soul requires Krishna. We should know that first. And it is not repeating the same words. I'm coming in touch with this great consciousness which will purify me. Life is all about purification. We should know that. We all are impure not. सुबह उठते ही क्या करना पड़ता है हमको? ब्रश करना पड़ता है कि नहीं? क्यों ब्रश करना पड़ता है? Mouth is producing so many bad things. I have to clear my stomach because body is producing so many bad things. See, by nature we are impure. So just imagine how much impurities will be there at the subtler level, at the level of soul, chitta. Soul is pure, but because so many lifetimes all that impurities have been, just by sleeping one night, our mouth and our body producing so many impurities. Now our soul is there in this material for so many lifetimes. Will it not produce impurity? And all those impurities are around that soul. That's why we are not able to know our Chaitanya nature. And the process of chanting Hare Krishna is purifying. You'll say, I'm not getting any bliss. कुछ भगवान दिखने रहे जपा करने से. right? Because the purificatory process is going on. It is not done yet. So we cannot stop it. We have to keep doing it, right? So it is said that Krishna's name, love of Krishna, is hidden in the names of Krishna. Aim of life is Krishna Prem. Aim of life is Prem. We want love. Highest love is Krishna Prem. We all know it or we don't know, but we all are searching for what? क्या ढूंढ रहे हैं हम लोग? Love. We are searching for love, to love, and to be loved. We want to love others and we want us to be loved by others. That's what we are searching for. सिंपल डेफिनेशन ऑफ लाइफ. कीप लाइफ सिंपल. एक डायरी बनाओ, वो डायरी में एक पेज के ऊपर एक ही लाइन लिखो, पूरा पुराण मत लिखो. दिस सिंपल डेफिनेशन ऑफ लाइफ. वी आर सर्चिंग फॉर लव. हाईएस्ट लव इज विद कृष्णा एंड दैट इज द एम ऑफ लाइफ. करना है तो बहुत बड़ा चीज करना है ना. आईआईटी के लिए प्लान करने का, एम्स के लिए प्लान करने का, छोटा चीज के लिए नहीं प्लान करने का. तो highest aim of life is developing love for Krishna. And it is said love for Krishna is hidden in the holy names. But then you will say, oh, I'm 10 years chanting, कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है. So Shastra says this love is revealed and manifested based on these three things. Faith. Do we have faith in holy name? That holy name will give me everything what I am asking for and wanting for. Second, service attitude. Do I have service attitude towards the holy name? And third, humility. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says humility is the most important thing. Trinadapi sunichaina tarorapi sahishnunam amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. In that mood only we can chant. Otherwise we cannot chant. Otherwise we'll be stuck over here only. Right? So this word Chintamani, where else we get to hear this word Chintamani? In which sloka? In Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakara susadma viksha. Where in Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji is saying what? The abode of the Lord, Vaikuntha, is also Chintamani. See, it is said that everything connected to Lord is Chintamani. Chintamani means wish fulfilling. It can fulfill our wish, whatever wish we have. You know, some of us when we go to Vrindavan and other dhams, we have get that experience. Whatever small wish we have, Krishna fulfills. Okay, tick. Why? We have gone to Krishna's house, na? Vrindavan is Krishna's abode, right? So everything in Vrindavan is actually Chintamani. The trees over there, the dust over there, the water Yamuna over there. So anything connected to Krishna is having the power that it can fulfill our wishes. नागवेल से बहुत अच्छा हो गया भाई, ये तो मुझे किसी ने बोला ही नहीं. हाँ, अभी मेरे कितनी पूरी विश लिस्ट है कि नहीं हमारी इतनी बड़ी. ये चाहिए वो चाहिए वो चाहिए. चल कल सुबह अभी जप माला लेके बैठेंगे और सारे विशेष भगवान को बोल देने का. परसों तक सब हो जाना चाहिए. अमेजोन से एक एक पार्सल आते रहना चाहिए. गोल्ड, सिल्वर, प्लेटिनम, टॉप 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 टॉप. इज इट पॉसिबल? यस. यस, इट इज सेड इन द शास्त्रास दैट लॉर्ड्स नेम्स, ये जो होली नेम है, इट हैज फुल capacity to fulfill all our desires, even material desires. Even material desires. And it is said that Krishna, to some extent, will fulfill our material desires based on our क्या बोलते हैं प्रारब्ध. ऐसा नहीं कि सब हो जाएगा. हमारे प्रारब्ध is also there. Is he deserving it? Right? Based on our prarabdha, material desires also will be met when I am chanting Hare Krishna. And why Krishna does that? He does this to test us. That once I give you this, are you still hankering for me? Or you are still behind the material things? Right? We have this so much experience. You know, when people come new to Hare Krishna, they chant, they feel so nice, मजा आता है, bliss. पूरे ऊपर ब्रह्मांड में ऐसे पहुंच गए ऐसे लगता है, मजा आने लगता है. Some material desires also get fulfilled. कुछ चीजें अच्छी भी होने लगती है. Right? And then what happens? We get used to it. We get used to it. सब ठीक होना चाहिए, सब परफेक्ट होना चाहिए मेरे लाइफ में. थोड़ा टेढ़ा हो गया, कृष्णा ऐसा क्यों किया तुमने, तुम है ही नहीं. नेक्स्ट, अभी और किधर जाऊंगा मैं. So Krishna tests us when he takes care of our material desires. Right? Sometimes it is said that even beyond prarabdha also, even what I deserve, even beyond that also material things get fulfilled sometimes. But that is all a test of Krishna. Kunti Maharani said there are 4 impediments in the path of bhakti. Wealth, too much wealth, too much knowledge, high birth, and high education. These are the 4 impediments which stops us from practicing very nirmal bhakti. Because If you have so much of wealth, you will be always worried about how to take care of it, how to increase it. Vyaye, rakshaye, the whole time goes in that. It's not that we should not have wealth, but too much wealth, too much knowledge, too much high birth, too much beauty, all these things are big impediments on the path of bhakti. That's why Krishna takes care of our material needs, but he is also testing us. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Shiksha Ashtakam says this very, very important shloka. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmaneshwari, bhavtat bhakti rahetuki tvai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna who comes in a form of a devotee. So who can tell better how to act as a devotee of Krishna? He himself. So he says this, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. If you see all these four things, na dhanam, what is next? Janam, sundarim, kavitam, and jagadish. These are the five things we are always hankering behind. First wealth, then people who will do our jai jakar, then opposite sex, then kavita, people who will praise us, and jagdish. Whole world will tell, wow, wow, kya aadmi tha, bahut acha, bahut acha. This is what we all are hankering for. And these are basically all life cycles. First 20 years, second 20 years, third next 20 years. This is how what happens at every step. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says, you want to bhakti? Be careful of these things. Be careful of Jagadish. There will be people who will come and praise you. Wah, Prabhuji, kya hai? Aap to mahan hai. Know that. फूल का हार मिला है चप्पल का हार भी मिलेगा. You have to be ready. Right? So this now if you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote only 8 stanza, but these 8 stanzas are so deep knowledge. That's why again keep life simple, keep bhakti life also simple. Follow basic things. Just follow basic things. Sometimes you say, oh बहुत कुछ लिखा है प्रभु जी, कितना हम पढ़ेंगे, कितना अप्लाई करेंगे. 8 stanza only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, only 8 stanza, Shiksha Ashtakam. If you apply only this is the sar of all the Vedas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at so many time he cautioned us when we have too much of all these things, dhanam, janam, sundarim, kavitam and jagadisham. It's a big impediment for bhakti. So Krishna will fulfill our material desires when we chant, but he will not give us one thing so easily. What is that? Krishna Prem. What we all are hankering for. We are hankering for Krishna Prem na. Material desires थोड़ा है तो जपा करते वक्त तो material desires which are easy, low hanging fruit हो जाते हैं. But the highest goal is Krishna Prem. He doesn't give Krishna Prem so easily. You know why he doesn't give Krishna Prem so easily? Because Krishna Prem has the power of controlling Krishna. Yashoda Maya, Radharani, all the Gopsakas, Nanda Baba, the cows of Vrindavan, they all were controlling Krishna. कृष्णा गाय के पूंछ को पकड़ती थी, गाय भाग जाती थी, यानी वो एकदम पूरे कीचड़ विचड़ से उसको घसट वरदाले लगा. So they were controlling Krishna. Why? Because they had love for Krishna, genuine love for Krishna. So Krishna doesn't give this genuine love to anyone. Why? Because Krishna will be controlled. You're getting my point? How, what we all are aspiring for, we are not aspiring for some feel good factor. हाँ सब हो गया, ये कर दिया लाइफ में, थोड़ा डाइवर्सिफिकेशन के लिए थोड़ा रिलीजन भी कर लेते हैं. We are not doing bhakti for that. We are doing bhakti for getting Krishna prem, which is the highest thing. तो effort कितना डालना पड़ेगा सोचिए. Right? So this is what Krishna will not give easily. So now what to do? And the Chintamani factor. Chintamani might fulfill all our desires. Even if we have material desires, it will fulfill all our desires. But what is the problem in material desires? Once it gets fulfilled, what happens? A material desire got fulfilled. Then what? Then we Atmanandi, bas, Shant, Prashant. No, we say I want more. वो खत्म ही नहीं होता है. And I want more than my neighbor. I want more than my brother. I want more than the other guy. There is no end to material desires. That is a problem with Chintamani. Right? The material Chintamani. But spiritual Chintamani. So now when we say that the names of the Lord, we are all talking about the holy names, huh? What we all are chanting every day. We are talking about that, saying that it is Chintamani. It will fulfill our desires. So it fulfills material desires and also spiritual desires. Spiritually, Krishna will not give Krishna prem so easily, but material desires, some desires it will fulfill. The problem with the material desire is material desire will not stop. Today you went with Krishna to Krishna with a list so small, tomorrow you will go with a bigger list. The list will go on increasing. That is the problem with material desire. So we should not have aspiration. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, na jagdisha, na kavita, na jagdisha kamaya. Straight. Straight he said in the third stanza. He didn't, baki ke philosophy later. Third stanza only he said. If you are coming to Krishna with this aspiration, don't come. That's what he said. Right? So now this is how material Chintamani works. But spiritual Chintamani, how it works? How holy name takes care of my material desires. Now this is very important. Okay, I want you to pay attention over here. First thing what happens is when we chant Hare Krishna, even if I have material desires, it will purify my material desires. Initially, I will come to Krishna because I want some, dhanam dehi, putram dehi, vidya dehi, moksha dehi. Because of that, I am coming to Krishna. That's fine. That's okay. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Everyone comes for something. Something is required. After we get the knowledge of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, we come to know, my God, what I was running behind is broken pieces of glass, like Dhruv Maharaj. ये सब मिलेगा भी तो I will still have desires. I don't want any desire. That is the next stage. Then I read more Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. I come to know about great devotees like Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, Kunti Devi. Their desire was what? They didn't say, I don't want desire. Their desire was, I will serve Krishna. Then I come to know, okay, I should be like those great devotees. Let me have desire like that. So then that becomes the goal of our life. So when we chant Hare Krishna, what happens? First thing is our material desires get purified. All the thing I said, I wanted iPhone, I wanted this, I wanted a big bungalow, big house. I should always, whenever I go, people should only look at me, they should talk about me. Aspirations. When you start chanting purely, we'll see how to do that. Slowly, slowly, all those desires go away. When we first came, I never thought I will wear dhoti like this and walk out. Now wearing dhoti, I go to airport also. फर्क नहीं पड़ता है because I know this is my life. I'm not governed by someone else. What they will think about me. This is my life. Right? So when we chant Hare Krishna, we become devotee, our material desires get purified. Then that is not important for me. That is no more a chintamani for me. That is like, okay, fine, ठीक है, अच्छा है. I'm okay with it. So first thing what Hare Naam does is it purifies our material consciousness. And that is what should be one of our prayers when we chant Hare Krishna. Krishna, I have so much material desire. Only one person know me, that is you. हाँ तो बाहर का लोग नहीं जानते ना मुझे अंदर क्या हो भगवान जानते प्लीज प्यूरिफाई माई मटीरियल डिजायर्स आई डोंट वांट दिस मटीरियल डिजायर्स दे आर लाइक स्कॉर्पियो दे आर बाइटिंग मी this ability this excessive desire to get man pratishta my name it's biting me every moment please get me help me out to get out of it so holy name does that it purifies our material hankerings I want hankering. I want to be the center of the whole room. Everyone should look at me. Why? Why? Everyone should be serving Krishna. Let us all together serve Krishna. Right? So that's the first thing. And when it removes all the desires, only one thing remains Krishna. Only Krishna remains in our desire. That is the first thing which happens. Second thing what happens is after removing the unwanted desires, it also removes our anarthas, anartha nivrutti, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mad, matsar. That also goes away. And third thing, it gets presence of Krishna in our life. Right? We become Krishna conscious. You know what is the meaning of Krishna consciousness? I just heard 2 days back. There are two levels of Krishna consciousness. The one level of Krishna consciousness means I'm conscious about Krishna. This air is Krishna. I'm getting oxygen. This is a Krishna. Because of that, I'm able to live. Thank you, Krishna. Water is Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Rasoham. I am the taste of water. When I'm thirsty, I drink water. Krishna, thank you. I'm sitting nicely over here in a nice AC. Krishna, thank you. I'm listening so nice katha about you. I'm feeling that nice mood. Thank you, Krishna. Because of you, I'm able to live. Because of you, I'm able to do something, Krishna. Thank you. That is one level of Krishna consciousness. Being conscious of Krishna, what He has done for me, and being conscious of Krishna that He is always around us by different elements of nature. Okay. Second level of Krishna consciousness means एम आई थिंकिंग लाइक कृष्णा, ये थोड़ा हाई लेवल है. एम आई थिंकिंग लाइक, डिफिकल्ट है ना, है कि नहीं. नेबर का लड़का 2 मार्क कम मिल गया, खुश. एवरीवन इज वसुदेव कुटुंबकम. एम आई थिंकिंग लाइक कृष्णा. बहुत बड़ा कैटास्ट्रॉफी हो, कुछ बहुत गड़बड़ हो गया उनके घर में, बहुत गड़बड़. आजकल बहुत गड़बड़ होता है, सुन के कान भी कैसे तो लगता है, बोल भी नहीं सकता हूँ मैं. अच्छा लगता है कि नहीं, अंदर से सटल सेंस से अच्छा लगता है. वी आर बेटर. हम सारखे आपण आमचे सारखे आणि आमचे अंदर से अच्छा लगता है. हाउ कृष्णा विल थिंक इन दिस सिचुएशन व्हेन सम प्रॉब्लम हैपेंस टू समवन एल्स. एम आई थिंकिंग, शुड आई हेल्प हिम, should I go and ask him, you require some help? Right from his child is getting less marks, should I go and help him in teaching him something? Right from किसी का divorce हो रहा है, should I go and help him? Right from someone has some health problem, financial problem, should I go and help him? What I can do to help him? That is how Krishna will think. When we come to that level, that is the second level of being Krishna conscious. And Krishna will not think if I help him I'll get something back. What we can give Krishna यार, कितना 2 लाख 10 लाख 50,000 करोड़ देंगे उसको वापस, उसके पास कितना है. So when we also help someone else, we should be helping without thinking I'll get something back from him. That is Krishna consciousness. Two levels of Krishna consciousness, right? To reach to the second level of Krishna consciousness, we should be at least practicing the first level, where I'm conscious about Krishna. Krishna is always there around me, इसलिए गड़बड़ नहीं करना है. Follow the 4 regulative principles. किसी को कुछ बोलो मत, शांति से रहो, जपा करो, किसी गड़बड़ में घुसो मत. आजकल गड़बड़ बहुत होता है दुनिया में. That is first level of Krishna consciousness. Second is I do something for Krishna's world. I'll do something for Krishna's world so that someone will come close to Krishna, do prachar, help someone, right? So these are two levels of Krishna consciousness. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we feel the third one, presence of Krishna in our life. And when Krishna is present in our life, it's all happy. It's all happy. Everywhere is happiness. So these are the three effects what happens when we chant Hare Krishna. We might not know it. We might not know it, but those devotees, so many of you all are chanting for so many years. You feel some level of happiness as compared to what it was before, right? Definitely, I can vouch on it. It is impossible that you will not get some level of happiness as compared to what you were not chanting, those days, as compared to what you're regularly chanting. Even those who are not regularly chanting, I request you all, chant 4 rounds every day for 1 month and you see the difference. 1 month continuously without fail. आईपीएल हो, वर्ल्ड कप हारे जीते कुछ भी हो, 4 माला रोज. 16 करना होता है, फ्राइडे इज फॉर 16 राउंडर्स, but 4 माला रोज करो 1 month and you see the difference, right? So this is what happens. So when we are having some Chintamani in our hand, how how we will handle it? We'll handle it with a lot of care, right? So now we are having this Harinam Chintamani with us. How careful we should be in and cautious in handling Harinam Chintamani. The beads, what Guru Maharaj has given us, the holy name which is there on our tongue. How careful we should be when we are taking the holy name. How privileged we should be feeling. Oh my God, this is Chintamani, it's going to purify me. With that consciousness, we have to chant. We'll chant. End of the session, we'll chant 1 round. With that consciousness, we have to chant. This is Chintamani. This is no ordinary thing. So, do not chant with. हाँ ये तो मिस हो गया मुझे. How we chant when we forget how we chant. How, what is our thinking the whole day? चिंता होती है कि नहीं? कोई है क्या जिसको चिंता ही नहीं है? कोई नहीं है. कोई नहीं है. आ ब्रह्मा भुवनार लोका. Everyone. चिंता तो है ही. Right? So it is said that at least when I'm chanting Hare Krishna, don't have chinta. Why don't have chinta? Because it is Chintamani, it will fulfill all your desires. You're getting my point? If you understand, just pick up some one-liners from today's session. It will help you in your chanting. End of today's session, it should help you in your chanting every day. When we chant, why we cannot focus on chanting? Because we have चिंता. अभी कुकर पे लगा है, अभी 6 बजे वो स्कूल जाएगा, जल्दी करो, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. चिंता. प्रभु जी घर से आते हैं, वो 10 बज गए रात के, 2 माला बाकी, अरे जल्दी आओ. पूरा रेलगाड़ी की तरह राजधानी चिंता. सुबह हम शांति से उठे, आज चंद्रमौली महाराज वो स्पीकिंग, उससे पहले जल्दी उठे और जपा कर रहे हैं। चिंता क्यों? वो ऑफिस में क्या करना है, ये करना है, अभी चंद्रमौली महाराज का लेक्चर भी रहेगा, वो आज भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर का ये भी है। चिंता, स्पिरिचुअल चिंता, मटेरियल चिंता, चिंता इज देयर, है कि नहीं? कोई है क्या जो बिना चिंता के जप करता है? मैं मिला नहीं अभी तक उसको। मेरे को भी चिंता है। इट्स अ फैक्ट, इट्स अ फैक्ट। Here it is said, holy name is Chintamani. You're getting, you see, life is about, chanting is about some affirmations, knowing something. So when you chant with that knowledge, it helps you in your chanting. Krishna will not come from top and help you in your chanting. We ourselves have to do. So when we start chanting with this understanding, oh, holy name itself is Chintamani. Why I should do Chinta? चिंता को बोलने का, तू सुन, मेरा आधा घंटा ना मेरे दिमाग में आने का नहीं, सब इधर बाद में ऑफिस में जाके देखूंगा। आधा घंटा you tell your mind, don't tell me anything other than चिंता. And with that understanding, if you chant, there'll be much more deeper connection with Krishna in that chanting. तो अभी हमको जो जप करना है कौन से स्थिति में करेंगे? विदाउट this round, after this session, one round we will do, ठीक है? Why? Because Krishna's name is Chintamani. It will take care of all the चिंता. हम चिंता कर करके क्यों जलना है? चिता चिंता समागस्य बिंदु मात्र विशेषः, right? Chinta and chita, they are all same words, only difference is bindu, the dot. Chinta burns us every day, chita burns us only once. But चिंता is so dangerous, it burns us every time. क्या होगा, क्या होगा, क्या होगा, वो सोच सोच के हम पतले हो जाते हैं, राइट? सो चिंता को साइड में रखिए, होली नेम इज चिंतामणि, डोंट वरी, डोंट वरी, कृष्णा नोज एवरीथिंग, इवन यू डोंट हैव टू टेल कृष्णा व्हाट इज योर प्रॉब्लम, ही नोज, ही इज हियर इन आवर हार्ट. चिंता को दूर रख के चैंट कीजिए, नाम चिंतामणि कृष्णा. फर्स्ट लाइन दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट चिंतामणि, राइट? बिकॉज कृष्णा सेज योगक्षेमम वहामी हम. कौन ऐसा? कौन? LIC, सब LIC एजेंट है बैठे इधर, राइट? उसका वो टैग लाइन भगवत गीता से चुराया था उन्होंने. What is the meaning of this is, Krishna says, he tells to Arjuna, whatever you don't have, I will provide, and whatever you have, I will protect. Don't worry, डोंट वरी, कृष्णा नोज एवरीथिंग, सब पता है कि कुकर पे वो रखा है, वो उबलने वाला है, बच्चा उठने वाला है, सब पता है. तुम थोड़ा टाइम निकाल के चिंता को साइड में रख के जप कीजिए. टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. आधे घंटे के लिए टेल योर माइंड, हाफ एन आवर यू गिव मी बाबा, रिमेनिंग 23.5 आवर्स और 2 आवर्स, वट एवर 16 राउंडर्स के लिए 2 आवर्स. आफ्टरवर्ड्स तू चिंता करते रहो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता है मुझे. तो फर्स्ट थिंग वी शुड हैव सम अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ऐसे ही सुबह उठ के जप माला डायरेक्ट हाथ ला के करने का नहीं. 5 सेकेंड के लिए बैठो, सोचो, हाउ, इन वॉट मूड आई एम गोइंग टू चैंट टुडे 16 आवर्स. इवन वन थिंग यू लैच टू, दैट्स एनफ. योर चैंटिंग विल बी डिफरेंट देन एवरी डे, अदरवाइज बिकम्स अ रूटीन, रोज का वही रूटीन, वही माइंड चलते रहेगा इधर मल्टीटास्किंग में और इधर जपा चालू है. देन वी गेट टायर्ड, वी डोंट इवन नो जपा हुआ, उसको फीडबैक को टांग के चले जाते हैं हम लोग. सो फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इन चैंटिंग नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स इज, चिंता को, माइंड को बोलने का 2 घंटे के लिए चिंता नहीं, बाद में पूरा दिन तेरे साथ ही हूं मैं, आई वॉन्ट टू बी विद कृष्णा नाउ. And with that mindset we have to chant and we have to pray to Krishna, Krishna please, अभी मैंने बोल तो दिया है बट आते रहेगी, प्लीज मुझे हेल्प करो, not to worry too much. Chanting is about prayers, we have to pray, right? So this is the first thing. What is the first line of this shloka? क्या है फर्स्ट लाइन? नाम, रोज नाम करना है, चिंतामणि फ्रेंड है मेरा, और कृष्णा, बस. चिंतामणि सच में फ्रेंड है, कृष्णा से बड़ा फ्रेंड चिंतामणि है, चिंता ही करते रहते हम लोग. तो पहला लाइन क्या है श्लोका का? बाहर होना चाहिए, नाम चिंतामणि कृष्णा, नाम चिंतामणि. हर बार जप करते वक्त ये नाम याद होना चाहिए, नाम चिंतामणि कृष्णा. ये नाम है ना, चिंतामणि है, मैं क्यों चिंता कर रहा हूँ, वो करेगा मेरे लिए. आई फोकस ऑन कृष्णा, राइट? फर्स्ट पॉइंट, फर्स्ट पार्ट, नाम चिंतामणि कृष्णा. सेकेंड इज चैतन्य रस विग्रह. तो आज यही देखेंगे एंड वी स्टॉप. सो व्हाट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ वर्ड चैतन्य? व्हाट यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय चैतन्य? हाँ, full of life, right? You see this photograph, one side is full of life, one side is dead. So which one you would like? फुल ऑफ लाइफ, वी ऑल वांट लाइफ ना। ये तो ऐसे कोने में बैठ के ऐसा मजा आता है क्या, बोले कुछ तो गड़बड़ है इसमें, उसके पास लोग भी नहीं जाते। So we all want to be full of life. We are attracted towards something which is full of life, which is Chaitanya. And it is said Lord's names are Chaitanya. Of course, he came in that name also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? Lord's names are Chaitanya. Krishna himself is Chaitanya. You ever seen Krishna sitting over like this? ऐसे, अभी क्या करूं? वो एटलास देखा आप लोगों ने? एटलास हमको बचपन में आता था, एटलास। एटलास साइकिल बोल के आया था, उसके सर के ऊपर क्या था? ग्लोब। और वो कैसा रहता? हो नहीं रहा मेरे से। हमारे कोई भगवान ऐसा देखा तुमने? नहीं, वो गोवर्धन भी उठाएगा, हंस के उधर देखेगा राधा रानी को, ठीक से पकड़ा ना। सो ही इज ऑलवेज हैप्पी। वो ऐसे सब, ओ माय गॉड इतने लोग हैं दुनिया में, मेरा कोई पूजा ही नहीं करता है। उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है यार, तू कर ना कर, मुझे क्या करना है, बोल रहा है भाई। तू आएगा तो आई एम कीपिंग अ डोर ओपन फॉर यू। ओपन डोर पॉलिसी, माय डोर इज ओपन बाबा, कम एनी टाइम। Of course, he sends his gurus, he sends his preachers and books and so many things, right? So Krishna is Chaitanya. You see, all the friends of Krishna, they are always happy. अभी हम लोग वृंदावन से आए, पुचरे का लोटा पाव बैठे उधर ऐसे हंस के, स्माइल करके बैठे, कृष्णा आएंगे बोल के। अभी 5,000 साल से बैठे ही है, फिर भी इज नॉट टायर्ड। दैट इज कृष्णाज फ्रेंड, या चैतन्य। उनको देख के हमको शक्ति आती है और चलेंगे बोल के। और पुचरे का लोटा बाबा एकदम लास्ट में है, एकदम थक जाते हैं तभी, गोवर्धन चल के चल के चल के, उनको देखते हैं तो शक्ति आती है और चलेंगे बोल के, कंप्लीट हो जाती है। तो जिसको देख के चैतन्य आता है, दैट यू इमेजिन हाउ चैतन्य ही विल बी, फुल ऑफ लाइफ। सो होली नेम ऑफ कृष्णा, दिस हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र इज फुल ऑफ लाइफ। सचिनंदन महाराज जो एक सन्यासी है हमारे, he has written a book, living name. How many of you all have this book? You should have this book, okay? I will put it on the group. Living name, I think uska Hindi also is there available. So he wrote a book on holy name, and the name of the book itself is living name. This name is not just some sound, Krishna, Ram, Hare, ऐसे शब्द नहीं है, they are lively things. If you put life in something, वो life आ जाएगा. So these names are also full of life. इसलिए he wrote this book only called Living Name, and so many anecdotes, so many examples he gave in this book to tell how the names are living force. It's not a dead matter. But then, if Krishna is living, we all are soul. We are also living, right? Soul's nature is what? Three things: Sat, Chit, and Anand. We are Satchidanand. We are living force. But if Krishna is a living force, we are a living force. But we are always feeling this or not, spiritually dull, mechanical, and always stone-hearted. है कि नहीं? We are never spiritually active ना। वो अभी प्रोग्राम है क्या? रोज बुलाते हैं लोग, एक दिन भी बंद नहीं होता है। वो आज भी 16 वाला ही करना है। वो आज फास्टिंग, आज तो फास्टिंग था दोपहर तक। हाँ, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर अपीयरेंस है। आज भी फास्टिंग प्रभु जी, कल भी फास्टिंग था। We are spiritually never active. We are always spiritually dull. We want to do minimum. Minimum करके हमको भागवत धाम जाना है। And it is mercy of Nityanand Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, come, आ जाओ. Right? So we are this spiritually dull, mechanical, and stone-hearted. Why? When our soul is Satchidananda, full of life, then why we are like this? Bhagavad Gita 3.39 gives the answer. Krishna says that is because our soul, our consciousness is covered. So many lifetimes we have stayed in this world. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Matsar, it's all accumulated on top. And that's why we are not able to see the Satchidananda form of our soul. 3.39, he tells straight away. He said lust is the first thing, right? And hence we are not, we have lost this Chaitanya nature. So now what to do? And before that, what happens? Now this is what Sachidanand Maharaj in his book also he says. What happens when the soul gets covered? We hear, but we don't Chaitanya. ठीक है. Rasa Vigraha. Oh, good, nice. We hear, but we don't feel. ये तो बोलते रहेंगे, हर पुराण में 100 चीजें बोला है, सब थोड़ी सुनना है मेरे को। थोड़ा 1 घंटा निकालो, फिर जाएंगे हम, राइट? We chant, but we remain distracted. It is there in the book, okay? Living name. This is very powerful. We see Krishna, but our heart doesn't get melted. We don't see, oh, how beautiful the Lord is. Look at the eyes of the Lord. Look at the way he's standing. Look at the turban, what he has tied. He's looking so beautiful. Look at the leelas, what he has performed. We hear, but the heart doesn't get melted. It's a stone heart. Right? This is what happened. And this condition, Maharaj says, is Chaitanya, but it is Jada Chaitanya. It becomes like a stone hearted thing. So we have to come out of this Jada Chaitanya and go towards Chaitanya. And what happens? What is the result? And why this happens? Why we become Jada Chaitanya? Maharaj says three things. First is over enjoying. Bhog Aishwarya Prasakta Naam. When we are doing too much of enjoyment, too much of sense gratification, I'll not say enjoyment, sense gratification, too much. You see, the whole world, it is said that everyone has everything for his need, but not for his greed. The whole world is running on one principle of greed. Every month we require new clothes. Every year I require a new phone. Right? So this consumerization is there everywhere. And same thing comes in our relationship. Same thing comes in our behavioral pattern. So when there is too much of bhog, aishwarya, prasakta nam, it is not good for devotional service. Krishna says in the 8th chapter. That's why we should be simple. Live simple. Okay, jo hai, chalayenge. Work for something which is divine. Don't try to accumulate which will go away. So first thing is too much enjoyment. Second, committing too much of sin, papa. And third, living on bodily platform. Bodily platform means thinking only on me, my society, my people, hum do, hamare do. Only bodily platform. Not thinking on the level of soul. Not thinking on the level of spirit. And when we do this, our soul gets covered. And what happens by that? We get no taste for japa. The taste for japa goes away. वी हैव नो अर्जेंसी फॉर आवर साधना. क्या साधना करना है ना, अभी आराम से यार, बहुत टाइम है अभी. ये टाइम है कि कोई जब वब करने का? वो आराम से रिटायरमेंट में 60 साल के हो जाएंगे तभी करेंगे. 60 साल वालों को पूछो आप जपा करते हो क्या? 60 साल वाले पेटी सीख रहे हैं अभी, पेटी बजाएंगे, ये बजाएंगे. मरने को पहुंचा है वो पेटी बजाना चाहता है. नया नया स्पिरिचुअल नहीं, ये सब ऐसे ही, कोई इधर जाएगा कोई उधर जाएगा. नो वन डज इट. एंड थर्ड, विच इज वर्स्ट थिंग, our inner dialogue with Krishna stops. We stop speaking to Krishna. Why? Too much of sense gratification. We become like a stone. Ahilya, Ahilya had become a stone. Sense gratification. So the last thing is very, very dangerous. Of course, first one also. We become, our dialogue with Krishna stops, which is the biggest misfortune. सब लॉस ठीक है, बट ये सबसे बड़ा लॉस है. आवर कनेक्शन टू कृष्णा ब्रेक्स. व्हाई? टू मच ऑफ सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन, टू मच ऑफ पाप, meat eating, intoxication, illicit affairs, and gambling. These are the four pillars of pap. You reduce pap, you see your connection to Krishna becomes so fast. Right? So now what to do? Naam is what? Chintamani. And second one, it is Chaitanya. Chaitanya means it is full of. So now this slide, just like in the last part, one slide was important. This slide is important in Chaitanya name. Okay. So the names are Chaitanya. Chaitanya means they are living. Correct? Living. Living means it will speak. करेक्ट ना. लिविंग बोले तो चुपचाप नहीं बैठेगा. हम बोलते ना क्या चुपचाप बैठा है यार, मुर्दे की तरह बात कर कुछ, फिर वो बात करने लगता है. सो लिविंग मीन्स इट विल स्पीक. ओके. नाम आर ऑल्सो लिविंग. दैट मीन्स नाम ऑल्सो शुड स्पीक बैक टू मी. Is it speaking back? Is it speaking back when you chant? It speaks back. Maharaj writes in his book, 3 points he writes. He says, name, Naam, Harinam. Harinam knows us. You're getting this point? There's something very different, out of the world. When I say that, you know what? That Narendra Modi, he knows you. He said, क्या बात कर रहे हो? मुझे मुझे he knows me. कैसे? Right? When some big person knows us, we feel good, na? My God, सच में कुछ तो hope है मेरा. Now, holy name is the highest in the entire creation. It is written in Padma Puran, Maharaj refers that holy name knows us. So when we chant Hare Krishna, he already knows us. Keshav Prabhu, Ganpat Prabhu, holy name knows. He doesn't stop there. Holy name wants to respond back to us. Holy name wants to act in our life. It is waiting for us to give that entry because he doesn't want to force through it. And this will happen when the holy name will act. When we hear attentively, when I'm chanting my Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's like I'm opening the doors of my heart and I'm telling and I'm crying and I'm begging, please enter my heart, oh holy name. And holy name is already ready to do these three things. He knows me. He wants to respond. He wants to act. He's just waiting for me to open the doors of my heart, which starts from the ear. So he wants us to hear him and allow because he doesn't want to forcefully enter inside. This is holy name. This is the meaning of saying this is a living name. थोड्या असता नाही जागृत देवस्थान ऐकलं तुम्ही म्हणजे बाकीचे सगळे निधल्या हे जागृत. The holy name is like that. It's a living name. So next time when you chant, don't feel it is just repetition of some words. Repetition. बरे ते बरे लोक करतात असे आम्ही बरो मनीस. It is not that. It's a living force. It wants to get inside your heart, our heart, and we have to open the doors. And what do you mean by opening the doors? Hearing. Simple. What I chant, I hear. What I chant, I hear. That's it. We don't have to do anything else. And this is what it is said. And how we do it? Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Shiksha Ashtakam, the first stanza. We have to take the holy name and we have to rub our heart. Our heart is filled with all the anarthas for so many lifetimes. Just take it. Oh, iron ka file रहता है ना? We rub the iron file to remove all the rust. Like that, I have to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Ahetuki aparihata. Without stop. That's why we say chant every day. It's not Sunday to Sunday or mahine ko mahine nahi. Every day we have to chant. So when we do this, it enters inside, and this is the prayer we should pray subconsciously. Oh conscious, oh Chaitanya, holy name, please touch my stone-like heart and awaken that eternal awareness about you. Sachinandan Maharaj writes this in his book, The Living Name. We have to pray. We cannot say, okay, I'll do it. Okay, अभी समझ में आ गया, सुनना है मुझे, सब अंदर जाएगा, मैं भी चैतन्य, वो भी चैतन्य. Prayer. It is not pride. It is not I'll do it. There's no nothing in bhakti which I will do. Arjuna also said I will fight, but after Krishna went, he was not even able to fight with some villagers because Krishna was not present. And when there is pride, Krishna never stands over there. Krishna stands with humble, not artificial humility. Humility means actually praying to Krishna. So when we chant in this mood, chanting goes inside. Otherwise, it is just okay. मेरे पास भी जप माला है, हम ही करता जपा विपद है. कुछ नहीं होता है. इसलिए मैंने बोला 10 साल हो गए, 15 साल हो गए, जप कर रहे हैं, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. This we are not allowed the holy name to come inside. So today, that's it. So today we discussed only on two aspect of holy name. What is the first line? अभी ऐड होने हैं नाम और सेकंड लाइन बस थैंक यू. अभी नाम चिंतामणि. चिंतामणि से क्या, व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ नेम्स, होली नेम? क्या याद रहेगा आपको? व्हाट इज द टेक अवे, टेक होम मैसेज? चैतन्य नाम, सॉरी चिंतामणि. हाँ बोलिए. हाँ, डिजायर फुलफिलिंग. और व्हाट एल्स? जपा करते वक्त चिंता नहीं करना है. पर जपा करते, जप माला हाथ में आया ना, ऐसे किचन में जाके स्मेल आता है तब को हाँ अभी ये बन रहा है, आपने देखा नहीं, बट स्मेल से आता है मालूम बन रहा है. तो जप माला हाथ में आया ना, चिंता आउट, क्योंकि यही चिंतामणि है. अरे यही चिंतामणि है, भाभी चिंता, अरे उधर बैठ सोफा पे, उधर मैं इधर कर रहा हूँ. आधा घंटा चिंतन. सच में वी हैव टू ट्रेन अवर माइंड. लाइफ इज ऑल अबाउट ट्रेनिंग. हाउ वी रिस्पॉन्ड टू थिंग्स, ट्रेनिंग. हाउ वी चैंट, ट्रेनिंग. साधकास, वी आर साधकास. जितनी अच्छी ट्रेनिंग उतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस. So first thing when Japmala comes in our hand, Chinta out. I will be with you afterwards. Whatever, half an hour, 1 hour you're chanting. Why? Because this is Chintamani. And then pray to Krishna. Krishna, please purify my desires. And what Chintamani does, it purifies our desires, it removes the anarthas, and it gets Krishna in our life. Simple. And the second one, Nama Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Chaitanya means living force. It's a living name. हाँ, जैसे अभी आप तो सब अभी एजड हो गए हो, अभी कोई यंग है उसका शादी करना है तो हम प्रपोजल्स आते हैं, एक लड़का है एक लड़की, एक्साइटमेंट आता है, कौन है, बोलते अभी नहीं, बाद में बोलूंगा नाम, पहले हम मैच करते हैं बाकी सब चीजें, कौन है, रुको अभी नहीं, एक्साइटमेंट आता है कि नहीं? एक्साइटमेंट आता है ना? अभी लिविंग अभी डेड चीजों के लिए भी एक्साइट आता है, फुटबॉल है और कुछ है, तो लिविंग चीजों के लिए कितना एक्साइटमेंट आएगा हमारे लाइफ में। एंड व्हेन वी नो दैट होली नेम इज चैतन्य, इट्स अ लिविंग फोर्स, एक एक्साइटमेंट आना चाहिए। फॉर कमिंग 1 hour आई एम गोना बी इन एसोसिएशन विद दिस लिविंग फोर्स। एंड व्हाट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ दिस चैतन्य लिविंग फोर्स? क्या है? व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू दैट स्लाइड, व्हाट इट डज, what Chaitanya wants, what the living name wants, does to us, it knows us first. How? So that means I'm not going and trying to discuss something with someone who is an unknown person. He knows us. Second, he wants to respond to us. So just imagine, holy name wants to respond to us. एक फोन आता है, अरे प्रेसिडेंट का कॉल आया तुमको। मैं क्या किया, प्रेसिडेंट का कॉल आ गया। अब ये कौन है? सबसे बड़ा प्रेसिडेंट है। And third, he wants to act in our life. And how it will act in our life? When we open the door. How we open the door? Door ये है, door, ये door है, ये बंद, ये door. Of course, band means don't do gossip. That's why band. Door is this. Maharaj writes in his book, door is through the ear. Open the door. ओपन द डोर। हमारा डोर होता है हरे कृष्णा गॉसिप कुछ चल रहा है, टीवी पे क्या चल रहा है, कितना लाता बोला हरे कृष्णा, एक माड़ा बोला तो डोर किधर, डोर बंद करके 4 लॉक लगाया इधर हमने, वो होली नेम जाएगा ही ना अंदर, वो आके इधर डैश मार के बाहर पड़ रहा है, डैश मार के बाहर पड़ रहा है, इसलिए कुछ नहीं हो रहा है। राइट, डोर हैज टू बी ओपन्ड। when door is opened, holy name is already living force, it wants us to give something, it will give, it will act, the fire will act. Fire will act, fire has its nature to burn, holy name will burn all our sins, all our karmas. Okay, so only these two things you have to remember. It is Chintamani. Remove all the Chinta. Let us start chanting, and it's a living force. It will change my life, change all the, remove all the anarthas if I allow it to go inside through my ears by hearing. So when I chant, I have to hear every word. Hare Krishna and Ram. Okay. Now we'll chant one round with this. Okay. So everyone get their beads. I bought this slide. Yeah. Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhaktavinda. Everyone chant at their own speed, remove the chinta out for coming 7.5 minutes, and let us only focus on it's a living force, it will change me. I have to only hear the words which I am chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Done. So how was this chanting? This 7.5 minutes. Peaceful. Chinta, it's not that tomorrow onwards everything will be perfect. We have to practice. Life is all about sadhana. We have to practice. So every time when you go to chant, just before chanting, 5 seconds you have to think. You have to tell your mind, give me some time. Otherwise, you cannot get from something else into something else. We have to have some gap in between. That gap is some time, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Sit. Okay, I'm going to chant now. Let me be in a good frame of mind. Okay, so later maybe other classes will see the other four qualities of holy name that is there. Today, as I said, is also very auspicious day. Today is the appearance day of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We all know Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is the Guru Maharaj of our beloved Srila Prabhupada. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a very powerful personality. He's he appeared in the year 1874 in uh, in uh, uh, in Jagannath Puri. So his father, who was his father? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So if you see the parampara over there, so we have Prabhupada, after Prabhupada, the four photographs there in middle. The first one is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Next to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, his Guru Maharaj. And after Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, we have Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who is his father also. So they all are very powerful personalities. They are, it is in Padma Puran and one more place it was mentioned that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur will appear. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his father, he revived entire Krishna consciousness in Bengal because that time religion had gone down. You know, all Vaishnavas were seen as cheaters. They were all seen as people who just want to eat and do nothing. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur was a magistrate in British government. So he was a very big Vaishnava. So he got everything up and he wrote so many books. All these bhajans, what we are singing now, is from Bhakti Vinod Thakur's writing. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote in his diary, "Oh Krishna, please help me. I alone will not be able to take it forward. Please send someone, ray of Vishnu." And then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was born in his house. And that time uh, he was posted in Jagannath Puri. And his house was right at the Grant Road, on the main road where the Rath Yatra takes place. And he used to always pray to Bimla Devi. And that's why Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's name when he was born, he kept him as Bimla Prasad because he was Prasad of Bimla Devi. Because Jagannath Prasad is offered to Bimla Devi and then it goes to the temple later after the Lord takes it. So there he was born in Jagannath Puri, and also there's also one more pastime when Rath Yatra was happening when he was born. So the Rath cart came and stood in the front. It stopped in front of his house. It was not going ahead. And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur got small baby Vimala Prasad and offered to the feet of Jagannath, and then one garland fell down, and then the cart went. So right from start, it was he knew that he is the ray of Vishnu, and he had more than 7 children, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And that time he realized that what I was praying for, ray of Vishnu, please come to help for this preaching movement. He is the one. And when he was born also, his umbilical cord was like this, like a Janeva, right? And right from his childhood, at the age of 7, he had memorized the entire Bhagavad Gita. He was very scholarly. He knew 14 different languages, including Arabic and Farsi. Very, very scholarly, very, very scholar in Sanskrit. He had written books on astronomy and also on Bhavishya, and at a very young age, very young age. Later, when Bhakti Vinod Thakur left, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur established the Gaudiya Mutt, and because of all that, Prabhupada was connected to Gaudiya Mutt, and then we know how ISKCON went ahead. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he wrote a lot of books. So his logo, I want you all to see just one thing. It's late, but it's very important. Oh, I don't know if I put it. The Gaudiya Mutt, yeah, I think I put, yeah. The Gaudiya Mutt, what he established, this was the logo of Gaudiya Mutt. Okay. Every place has a logo. So if you see this logo, over here, he has put Mridanga. Next to Mridanga, there is one machine. You know what is that machine? It's a printing press. Now this is way back in 1800. कौन printing press logo में डालेगा? But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a visionary. He said when we do kirtan with the mridanga, that is restricted only to 2 or 3 rooms. But if we print books and we send these books, it will go across the world, right? And what was the second instruction he gave to Prabhupada? If you ever get some money, print books. Visionary. You know why sampradayas grow? They grow because of the vision of the acharyas. Because we had such acharyas, we are sitting today over here and reading Bhagavad Gita. He was a visionary. He said, and he had different way of preaching. He used to preach the Britishers. He had also one point of time allowed one Britisher to walk in the temple with his shoes because they don't like to remove shoe. He said, more important is I have to give him knowledge because then they will understand and appreciate what we are. He established 64 Gaudiya Matas across the world. He had initially sent his devotees to London and USA and all these places. Even before Prabhupada went, he had sent books. But of course, world was waiting for Prabhupada to come and give them Krishna consciousness. Later, he met Prabhupada in Bagh Bazar in Ulta Danga Road, Junction Road in Calcutta, and that is a very famous place where he said, preach to the Western people. And only 1 or 2 or 3 times or 4 times maximum he met Prabhupada. And just by that very few meetings, he was able to get that spark in Prabhupada, and Prabhupada took this to the whole world, right? So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is very, very important acharya in our lineage. Today on his appearance day, we should pray to him very, very sincerely that please help me to assist you in your mission. Please help me to understand this great literature, what you have written. Please help me to be of some use to your great disciple Srila Prabhupada in fulfilling your orders, what you had given to him. So this is the prayers what we have to do. Any appearance day of Acharya is very, very potent, very, very filled with lot of potency. And in prayers, what we do, it goes straight to them. Right? I think it was 2 places where he is. We can have an entire class, but I don't think so. We have time. Uh, Many thousands of years ago, Padma Puran had predicted appearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, a very elevated, pure, learned personality who would appear in Purushottam Kshetra, Jagannath Puri, to spread the glories of Lord Jagannath all over the world. And this activity will be very, very unique. Also in Radha Govind's eternal pastimes, Golok Vrindavan, Srila Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur serves as Nayana Manjari. Nayana Manjari assists Ananga Manjari, who directly assists Radharani. And also Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he is also a Manjari in the spiritual world. So there are so many. Here it is, Brihat Mridanga, and he was called a Simha Guru. He was like a lion because he used to not tolerate anything which is non-Krishna conscious and which is a lot of upper sampradayas had come and different way. Both parties preaching to the Britishers and dining with them, sitting with them, eating with fork and spoon with them because most important was giving knowledge to them, right? So he actually revolutionized the way people used to look at Vaishnavas. And from here, the seeds of Krishna consciousness which went across the world started, right? They were in, here it is. Those days in Calcutta, there were only two cars. One was with the governor, other was with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Once he went in the car to Radha Kund also, but all the Babajis were shocked. But what was his mood? That in this car I will go and do book distribution. So this is Yukta Vairagya. What is Yukta Vairagya? Using everything in the service of the Lord. Not that, oh, it is Maya. Use it in the service of the Lord. That is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Very, very revolutionary. And everyone is to respect him so much. This is Ulta Danga Road. If you get to go to Calcutta, this place they were preserved. This place is still over there. Just like this, how Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur were sitting. We had gone last, I think 3 years back when we had gone for Yatra. Right? So very, very revolutionary personality. And his guru, who was Guru of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? Gaur Kishordas Babaji. So Gaur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was in today's language not triple, 10 times PhD. He knew 14 languages, very scholarly, so many books he had written. And his guru, Gaur Kishordas Babaji, was an illiterate. How is it? Right? Because Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his father, he said, you take initiation from Gaur Kishordas Babaji. Because what is important is not your material degrees, but your surrender to Krishna. And Gaur Kishordas Babaji is highly surrendered. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went to Gaur Kishordas Babaji, said, give me Diksha. If there was someone else, he would have very happy. I am a illiterate, but मेरा लड़का इतना बड़ा आदमी है. I'll be so famous. Gaur Kishore Babaji said, I'm not eligible to give you Diksha, you go. Then he came again. He said, no, I'm not giving. He came again. Then Gaur Kishore Babaji said, what? I will ask Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and I'll tell you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not there only. But he used to talk to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 17 times he returned him back. Then 18 time he came, then he realized. And of course, that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also had come to his dream and told him, give him Diksha. This is initiation. We don't get initiation in 10 years. We say, इतने साल से इस्कॉन में आ रहा हूँ अभी तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. 17 बार उसे रिजेक्ट किया हमारे आचार्य. And he said nothing. And Gaur Kishodas Babaji ka vairagya. He used to only wear one cloth. That's it. That was his only opulence. And his disciple is such a big scholar. So why we should know all this is this helps us in living our devotional life properly. What are the level and qualities of all these personalities who have became our acharyas, our role models, right? So maybe we will send this class on the YouTube on the group. You all can listen maybe tomorrow or some other day. Very very inspiring. His whole life is like Prabhupada used to say, only I can understand what my Guru Maharaj writes. You know, the Brahma Samhita, what we sing, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had given commentaries to it, and Prabhupada translated those comments. I mean, wrote it in a simpler way for us to understand. Right? They were so close to each other, even though they met only 4 or 5 times physically. That's it. They were connected by heart, connected by instruction, connected by seva. It is not by body. It's not never by body. Our sampradaya is not a sampradaya of vapu. It's of vani, hearing and executing. So today is his appearance day. We will have Pushpanjali now. So I request you all. So what? One more thing. So when he just completed his school, his education, and then he was about to start. This is very important for with respect to today's topic of Japa. What we did, okay? He sannyas and preaching. So just before he took sannyas, so he went to his gurus and he said, now I'm going to go and do prachar. So he said, before you do prachar, you have to purify yourself by, of course, he was already pure, by chanting. So you know he chanted 1 billion holy names. 1 billion माने 100 करोड़. तो 100 करोड़ चैंट करने के लिए he chanted 192 rounds for 9 years every single day. 192 rounds. It's somewhere over here, just before preaching. Here it is. In 1905, he took vow of chanting 1 billion names. He said, before I start the prachar, I have to purify myself. Of course, he was already pure, but that's his humility. So before he did prachar, before he started giving official classes and Gaudiya Math, he chanted 192 rounds every day for 9 years. And if you multiply all that, it comes to 1 billion names. 1 billion bole to 100 crore. And it is said in some place, so many places in Shastras, if you take 100 crore names of Lord, you don't take birth again. How many we take? दिन में 16 comes to how much? 25,000, roughly 25,000, right? So for 10 years we do 25,000, वो कितना हो जाएगा? 25,000 for 10 years, 75,000, 7.5 lakhs. Someone 7.5 lakhs, not 7.5 lakhs. कितना हो जाएगा? 75 into 100, 75 lakhs for 10 years. We become devotee around 20, 30, 25 years के बाद बनते हैं हम लोग 16 rounders. Even we live for 85 years, right? It is how many years? 60 years. 60 into 7 lakhs. It will not कितना है? 75 into 60. 75, 7 crores into 6, 6 sevens of 42. Around 42 crores. 100 crore नहीं होगा. We are not even reaching 50 crores. If assuming that I start chanting when I'm 25 years, 16 rounds and going till 85 rounds. Right? That's why when Prabhupada initially started ISKCON, he had told how many rounds? 64. Then they said 64 is too much. 32. No, Prabhupada, 32 is too much. 16. Not below that. So why it said 64? Because assuming that we are 25 when we chant 64 rounds, we will complete that 100 crore chanting. If we chant 100 crore name of Lord, Vaikunta. That's why in South India and all, they write 100 crore names and all those things. And it's all a science. It's all a science. But it's okay. It's okay. Whatever we chant sincerely and with prayerful mood, that should be fine. Right? So now we will all have Pushpanjali. Sud Mother Prabhu? Yeah. So we all can stand up and now we will have Pushpanjali of Bhakti Saraswati Thakur and after that Prasad.